welcome to Bard Shots. I'm Luke, your humble bard and herald for tonight's adventure. We are heading back to Akaroth, where we have a new intake of students standing on the edge of something life-changing, the chance to bond with a dragon. We are playing Drakonym, a fantasy TTRPG by Cross Paths, centered on dragon riders, identity, and the powerful connections that shape both. Tonight, I'm lucky to be joined by some amazing guests. So I have Jake, Anna, Amy, Imogen, and Oscar. As always, we'll explain some of the mechanics as we go. Some parts of this will feel very familiar if you watched our Legends of Akaroth stream, but in short, our players have several stats that represent different aspects of their characters: body, gods, mind, shadow, soul, and world. When they attempt an action, they'll describe what they do. We will attribute 2 stats to that, or the same stat twice, and then they will add their stats together to determine how many dice in a d6 pool they are rolling. So for example, if they have a 1 in body and a 2 in shadow and they're using both traits for the action, they would roll 3d6. Any 5s or 6s count as successes, and the number of successes determine how well the action goes. So we'll see how that goes. But if you're all ready, let's jump in then. So a cold wind cuts across the cliffs as you all, as new students of this year's intake, approach. Messim stretches out below and beyond, a land where magic lingers in the air like heat after flame. The distant skyline shimmers faintly as though the world itself hums with arcane energy. Ahead, the Ember Spire Academy rises from the rock itself. Black stone veined with faint orange light, as if something burns deep within its foundations. Above, you see many dragons circling. They move with a purpose as their wings carve through cloud and wind alike, vast silhouettes that command attention without sound. Many students are gathering now in small clusters near the entrance. Some are standing tall, confident, already speaking in easy tones, while others are lingering at the edges, much quieter, watching, and trying not to show the uncertainty that clings to them. For a moment, as you're standing there, a dragon passes low overhead. Nearly all conversation stops. Among these students, as it moves off, you all stand. What do we see as you all arrive? So, let's start with Ram. What do we see as Ram is stood waiting to get into the academy?
So Ram is a runebark soldier as subkin. So essentially looks like animated armor, but instead of metal is wood, and then has like streaks of like veins of amber coursing through him. He's just stood like right in the middle of wherever we are. Like he's 6 foot tall, and he's just ready and watching this dragon cross, and then is just silently taking it all in.
Fair, lovely. Ramiel, what about you? What do we see as you are stood waiting?
So Ramiel is leaning against a wall in a rather nonchalant manner, looking at everything that goes on around them, while an older woman yaps in their ear. You see the flicker of his wings in annoyance as it just goes on and on and on. These beautiful golden wings with pink tips, with navy tattoos all down them. And his piercings glint in the sun as he turns his head.
Okay. Ronan, what do we see from you?
There's always one kid at the back of the group who looks like he really doesn't want to be there. Like somebody is forced in there. He's leaning on a kind of quite ornate staff that has got ancient runes carved into it. It's not actually a staff, you realise. It's a spear. And he's sat there in a very hardy-looking, old, brown gambeson that's seen better days. He's obviously been on a long route, a long journey to get here, but he really wishes he wasn't.
Yeah, I'd probably say there's a few students avoiding where you are at the moment, whether it's from the attitude that you've got, or maybe the smell.
I don't think he's stinky. I think he's just
Valid.
like dusty.
Yeah. Yeah, even better though. Cool. Olive, where do we find you and what are you up to?
I think so. Olive is a Ferrovox, so she's a 4 foot tall, probably distinctly smaller than all three that we have seen so far. She's kind of otter looking. She's wearing a little pinafore, quite colourful, and she is right in the way of everyone. She stood in the middle of the thoroughfare, excitedly hopping from foot to foot, trying to catch attention of people. The dragon comes past and she stops dead with her mouth hanging open in awe. She just can't wait. There's so much energy and she's just vibrating effectively.
Ronan tucks every time she gets in front of him.
Nice, yeah. Love it already. And then last but by no means least, Gulan, what do we see as we move over to you?
So Gulan is a scrappy little featherborn. He has kind of sharp eyes. He's a bit fidgety, and looking quite interested in other people's things. He has his feathers are white and grey. They look a little wind and sort of wild and ruffled. And he has a yellow beak with a little sort of ketchup red blush at the end. His clothes don't quite match, and he's kind of carrying himself like someone who's used to being where he's not supposed to be.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you are all standing there in various positions, in tutting and getting your ear chewed off, depending on who you are. But various other students are stood around. There are all sorts of races here. It's really the sort of mecca of study, and particularly for those that want to bond with dragons and become dragon riders someday. So many students are there excitedly moving around, talking to each other. But eventually you get ushered into the Great Hall. You're all waiting with anticipation, waiting for the headmistress of the academy to finally come and speak. You've probably got, I'd say you're all ushered to various long tables. You're all sort of squashed together for a moment while you're waiting for a few moments before Ceravix comes to speak. So you're all pushed together. Is there anything you say to each other as you get to the table?
Hi, I'm Olive. Who are you?
Hello, Olive. I'm Ramiel, and they'll hold out a delicate hand to shake yours.
Oh, she'll take it and look at your wings. Your wings are amazing.
Thank you. And your fur looks so soft.
Oh, you can touch it if you want.
Oh, that seems quite forward, and then they do it anyway.
So Gulan is looking. Okay, Gulan will be sort of tapping around, and you'll hear pop, pop. That's my seagull impression. And sort of looking in as if not sure whether they can join in with this conversation.
Oh, do you want a seat? It's crowded, but I'll. And she just kind of shoves, trying to make as much of a gap as possible in the crowded bench.
Oh, thank you. You're so rude. And I'll hop onto the seat and sort of shuffle in. Hello, my name is Gulan.
I'm Olive.
Hello, Olive.
Ramiel, hello.
Hello, Ramiel. Wow, you're shiny.
Thank you. And you're feathery. Sometimes I wish that my wings had feathers too.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
We've got a chatty lot here, haven't we?
That's our first day. We must chat.
There is no space to sit.
Well, you're
I'm sure
You're
they can
quite
make some
big.
space for you.
I will stand.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll grab a pew at the end of the
Sure.
table and just plonk my spear on the top.
Sure.
I guess we're here then.
Makes a loud clattering noise. A few students look around at the spear being kind of like slammed down the table.
You seem very excited to be here. How depressing.
Why wouldn't you be?
I mean, come on.
You don't
You know
want
the
to
stories
ride
about
a
this
dragon?
place.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh, I believe the lady has a point.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm
I'm
glad someone's
very-
in good spirits.
Very exhilarated.
We can tell. What's your name, big fella?
I am Ram.
Nice to meet you, Ram.
Just Ram.
Well, no one else
Sure.
had given their second
Well,
names.
nice to meet you, Just Ram.
No, it's
I'm Ronan. What's
Hi,
brought
Ronan.
you here?
dragons.
Dragons. You look like someone on a mission, and you're here. We could be doing things. Instead, we're
Yes.
stuck here. We're going to be told to learn things. And
I am not stuck. I wish to fly, but I cannot. Therefore, I need a dragon.
oh, you got a logic there, I guess. But you can fly, and you, surely.
Mhm.
Why do you need dragons?
Why does anyone need dragons?
Yes. But do we all get dragons?
Pretty cool.
Really?
Is it not the dragon riding academy? I'd assume we all get dragons. I hope I
They
get
must
a
have
dragon.
people dropping out. Surely they must have dropouts.
Well, if we were going to put bets on who in this team would drop out, who would do it?
I believe the dropouts fall from the sky and plummet to their demise.
That's what I was thinking. That's a bit dark. It's only our first day.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're necessarily going to have them put kids at risk. Surely?
No, I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm with Ram.
Ah. I mean,
Otherwise,
it's bad
where's
enough
the
being made to
excitement?
come here.
Where's the excitement? Come on.
Who made you come here, Ronan?
Apparently, I have to train up before I can go search for Dad. I'm his apprentice. I should be hunting. That's my purpose. This is a distraction.
You could hunt on a dragon.
It
I
would
think
be
that's what they're
much more
thinking.
efficient.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
They're thinking, stick it to the man. Drop out.
See that staff there? That's
Well,
why
it was
I
hard
can't.
not to.
But that's why I can't.
That's a spear.
I'm bound. Yes, it's a spear. I know it's a spear. But it's a long story. It's a family heirloom. My grandfather put a point at the end of it. And we've been stuck with it ever since. Apparently it was some mages thing.
What, you're stuck with it because it's got a point on the end?
I think there's a point to the story. But I don't know what it is.
Well,
Maybe that's why they've sent me.
yeah, find it out here. with dragons. Added bonus.
Weird dragons. I must admit, though, it is quite interesting seeing them fly past.
There you go. You want one already,
I mean,
don't you?
that's huge.
Do you think there'll be one small enough for me?
I think
Have
there'll
a
be
small dragon for a
one,
small
Olive.
person?
Then I shall find out. I'm quite excited.
Interesting to see how you handle a dragon. Because, I mean, do you have to have physicality?
Yes.
Do they do what you want? They is it mental? Is it kind of thought process? I mean, what are these things?
Well, that, Ronan, is what we're here to learn.
I guess. I know how to ride a horse. They kind of
Oh.
just do what they want to do. Well,
Awful smelly
Mostly.
things, no. Absolutely not.
Ramiel, can you make me a roll?
I was so out there, sorry. Horses are great.
This is not retaliation for the horses comment, just to clarify. You
the
are gonna
horse
be...
audience is firmly against us.
Enemy number one.
There goes half our viewership. No, you're trying to perceive something, so I'll bet you do use your mind stat. So if you do it twice, whatever you've got in that, and then roll that amount of dice, see what you see.
That's got a mind of 2, so that's 4 dice, right?
Nice, yeah.
That's 1, 5, and the rest are just crap.
Okay, so one success then. I'll say you still catch sight. It's not hard to, as you're chatting to your friends and you're looking around and you see sort of a table near the back, or the front of the hall, I should say, where various of the staff are. You see your mother looking quite intently over at you.
The wing goes up slightly.
Yeah, yeah. Less to get your attention and more just seeing what you're up to and making sure you're making friends at this moment in time, as she had been chatting off your ear for a long time, talking about how you'll meet all the people that you're sort of bound to and you'll be friends for life and all the stuff parents say when you go somewhere new for the first time.
Love that. Thanks, Mum. I'm being a delight, Mother.
As someone who's a keen observer, I'm assuming we might notice such a thing.
Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, you see one of the teaching staff, who actually, Amy, I'll let you describe what they look like. They're your mother. What does she look like?
Yeah, so Ramiel actually favours her quite a lot, so they look very similar. But the big difference between them is that her wings have feathers, despite being the same colour, and Ramiel's do not.
Okay.
But otherwise, they have very similar facial features.
So yeah,
You a legacy?
There we go. Yeah.
Are you a
Pardon?
legacy here? Are you a legacy here?
Oh, my mother works here, if that's what you mean, but I earned my place here like everybody else.
Oh, no. Wasn't questioning. Just noticed a glance.
Yeah,
Must be some pressure.
nothing I can't handle. Probably.
Good.
Probably.
Can't help though.
Well, you're a real ball of delight, aren't you, Ronan?
Was just asking a question.
It's only day one.
It's alright,
I was
Olive.
trying
Thank
to
you.
be sympathetic there. You know. I know what it's like when you've got an overbearing parent. I'm not saying your parent is overbearing. I'm just saying I know what it's like when you've got an overbearing parent who you have a lot to live up to. That's not great.
I mean, she's a
Like
teacher.
I say, I
mean,
don't know that's what's happening to you. No shade.
None taken, none taken.
What did you mean earned place?
Were you not chosen for the academy?
I just turned up.
Whoa. You might be my new best friend.
Oh,
Thank you.
You know what? You all might be my new best friends, even you, Ronan.
Oh, how exciting.
I am a delight.
You are
there
a
you
delight.
are.
Thank you, darlings.
Just what I need. Delightful people.
We'll get a
Next thing I'll
smell
be
from you by
cheering
the
up.
end of the semester.
Oh dear.
So what are they going to do with us? We're sat here waiting. What are we waiting for?
Maybe some food?
Maybe it is because I am not sat down. I will just take a seat.
And as you take a seat,
You're gonna have to half cheek it.
Yeah. The moment you sit down, Ram, a noise echoes from the back. As the headmistress of the academy steps forward, you see a gold-scaled Drakari, so dragonborn type folk, standing at the far end where the teachers are, not but maybe 2 seats or so down from your mother Ramiel. Light catches along her scales and they look almost like burnished metal. And the hall that's got a mixture of students, some older and those of you that are new entrants, settles almost immediately as she steps forward. Fairly practiced, you might say. But she begins to regard you all. Students, welcome to the Ember Spire Academy. From this day forward, you are no longer who you were when you arrived. Here you will be tested in mind, body, and will. You will be shaped by fire, or you will be broken by it. At the end of this pass, you may earn the right to stand beside a dragon, but understand this. You will not claim one, you will not command it. You do not at the moment deserve it. If you are chosen, it is because there is something worth seeing in you. Fail to understand that and you will not leave this place as a rider. She takes a brief pause as that echoes and across the thing, and Ronan starts to point like he was right. Yeah, there you go.
Looking quite smug now.
Yeah. Now, you will be assigned your lessons. Take heed of the messages they give you, and you will do well here. She steps back and goes to move. As the hall starts to descend into a bit of chaos as paper is shoved to different people, students, older students for sure, are starting to come round and give you each scraps of paper with your schedule for the next semester at least, you think. You all are given a sheet of paper with your schedule for the day, and you see very quickly that you have your first class, theology.
Can this day get any worse?
I didn't know they were going to do torture.
Yep, that's what this game's about. Sorry to any theologists watching, but students start to sprawl out of the hall towards their classes, and you're all grouped together to try and find where you need to go for your first class. Though one of you may know a little bit of the way.
Follow me, guys. I know where we're going.
With my my natural sense of location, am I aware if they're taking us the right way?
I would probably say, even with your natural sense of location, you don't know this building yet.
Fair enough.
Spending some time walking around it, you absolutely
It's not
will.
it's not a known place. That's fair.
No, yeah, there's this place, for all the talk of it, you don't ever really get any specific details. It's very much just that it's a grand place to come. It's magical. There's dragons. What more could you want? But specific details of like the layout and all of that are particularly absent, which is Information as of itself, yeah. But yeah, you can pay attention as you go around, though, and you'll start to figure out where classes are very quickly, though. Ramiel is walking with almost practiced step towards a classroom that is vaguely familiar. You make your way through, following a bunch of students. Otherwise, you see all sorts of different kin here, some familiar to you. I would probably say, Olive, you don't see many of your kin. You are fairly rare even in these parts. Sorry. That sad face just broke me.
I'm special.
Yeah, you are special, yeah. But you enter your classroom. You come into a circular chamber carved in dark stone. There is tiered seating rising around a central speaking space, marked by a worn sigil. There's shelves of ancient texts that seem to line the walls. Some still look fairly pristine, but some are much older and cracked. There are a few that are chained in place. But lights filter down from above, catching some of the dust that is drifting across this room. At least for Ramiel and for Ronan, who saw her, the visage of Malika, Ramiel's mother, comes into place. Your lecture starts. I'd say, Ramiel, for you, this is not stuff you haven't heard before. It is a lot of, particularly for your first class, the basics of the gods of this realm. There's a little conversation of who they are, what their domains are, which I will reveal in a second, and what their purpose is within that. So you each learn that there are major gods of the world of Akaroth: C4, Ias, Yala, and Mordred. C4 is the god of sun, justice, and valor. Ias is the god of moon, trickery, and lies. Yala, the goddess of life, love, and family. And Mordred, the goddess of death, torment, and despair. There are also some minor gods, but your mother doesn't go into them too much right now, but talks a little bit about the founding of the world from the Titans and how the gods then came to form their form over the place. But after probably a good half an hour or so of talking about this, and Ramiel, for you, I think this is pretty boring by this point. You've heard it 100 times.
Doodling.
Yeah, fair, valid. I'm going to roll to see if your mother catches that. I'm going to say she definitely looks at you at points. Trying to make sure you're paying attention. Yeah. But then throws a question out to the class. So, we've talked a little about gods, but all of you are here for dragons. That is why most of you have come, and the excitement I can see on many of your faces. What is a dragon bond to you? Yes. She'll just point to you because she doesn't know your name technically.
Oh, it's Olive.
Olive.
I think a dragon is like a best friend.
That's a very sweet answer. You have something to say? As she gestures to Ronan, who just spoke up.
It's a duty.
We
have a responsibility. That's what it's about.
The bond is a responsibility. Equally fine answer. Anyone else? She starts to look daggers at you, Ramiel. Anybody else?
Fine. A dragon is all of these things and more. It is a friendship, it is a duty, it is a sacred bond. It is everything that you must become and your potential.
Very good, Ramiel.
You must have had a great teacher.
Don't flatter her, she can hear you.
I hear all.
I have a very cynical look on my face.
Yeah. She probably turns to you and goes, "You do well to listen to your friend here. They're very wise in what they're saying. Yes. Bonds are a connection, a life force, a bond. Often they're attributed to Yala, though there is some discussion that Ias may play a part in this. We think of reflection, hidden truths. Dragons will reveal that to you too. To bond with one, it's not simply about control. You need to understand what is within yourself and the power that gives you to harness the power of your dragons too. She pauses in case there's any questions or comments from people. Most students are just looking fairly perplexed. It's got very heavy on the first day.
Not sure I buy this god's business, but sure.
What do you have against the gods?
Nothing. Just don't see the relevance.
You do not think that the gods have given us these gifts?
I think there are dragons and there are peoples, and the fact that some dragons and some peoples can connect, work together, that's enough I need to know.
Well, it sounds like you have a pretty strong belief system there.
Or lack thereof.
Well,
we've seen too many in our family who've taken religion to extremes and caused harm to others, and that's when our family gets brought in.
And your family is?
Drakonym. We are the hunters.
Yes. Well, a thread for a different class, I think.
Don't let me disrupt you.
You already have. She will then carry on with her lecture for a short amount of time. The main bits that you get from the content that she spews is that the dragons are a mirror to yourself. They are loyal companions, as said, though they also will reveal truths to you themselves. I'll say, and you can decide how you want to do this yourselves, I need some kind of rolls to see something potentially happening in the classroom. So in D&D world, we would probably say perception checks, though I will let you use different things. So if you want to use your own skills, so if you are a sneaky person, you want to see if something's being done sneakily, you can use your shadow, for example. But you tell me and you roll the stat that makes the most sense for you in that moment.
I think keen observer would be appropriate in such a circumstances, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
For which I get a boon.
Go for it then, if you roll.
I'm assuming mind, but does that mean, would it be anything other than mind?
I'll say it depends how you're going about it. If you're just using mind and you're just trying to literally perceive what is just generally around you, 2 mind makes sense. So you add your mind stat twice, and then with a boon, one of your dice, if it lands on a 4, will be a success.
Just one of them, yep. Cool.
Yeah.
So I've got a 5, a 4. So I basically got a 5 and a 4.
Cool. 2 successes. Anybody else who's rolling?
I'll roll shadow and mind.
Sounds good to me.
Which will be 5 dice for me. That is not a single success.
Oh.
I'm off to a good start.
Olive, you're taking every single word Malachi says in. Like, you are leeching on to every bit of information.
Fixated.
Yeah. Been there.
I have soul, which I think is me trying to find anything to stop me from falling asleep.
Respect. Yeah.
And that's 3 successes out of the 6 dice.
Cool.
1, 6, 2, 5. So is that 4 successes?
That
actually?
is 4 successes. Yeah. If you get a 6, that counts as
Okay.
2 successes.
Okay, then yeah.
It's observing, so I'm going to use mind, which is my really good stat. Of
Yeah.
one. I fail.
Okay.
Oh.
Why am I not sure you know what's going
I'm gonna-
on? Go for
I'd
it.
have laughed if you got 6 there. That'd have been perfect.
Would be.
I've gone with shadow and mind, and I've got 1 6, so just 1 part.
You got 6, so that's 2
5
successes. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Cool. All right. So we've got 2 people with 2, 1 person with 3, and 2 others that are just. Ram, you're just in the moment, like taking it all in, like digesting the information and processing it. As I say, Olive, you're excitedly taking in all the information. For those I think for all of you, you will. As you're looking around, maybe taking in some of the lecture, maybe kind of ignoring it, or trying to stay awake, you start to, your gaze drifts out the window a little bit, and you see a couple of people that look like staff of the academy, struggling to carry a couple of things that are fairly hefty under some quite heavy tarp. It looks like whatever it is pretty large, and they're keeping covered and away from you. I'll add in for the person that got 3 successes, Ramiel, which feels important. The moment that this is kind of going through, you see your mother clocks this, and you know her well enough that you feel like she's trying to direct attention away from the windows in this moment, that there is something that she does not want you to see.
So she like walks to the other corner of where she's teaching, which just makes me even more interested in what's going on outside.
You definitely go. So,
that makes me think that there's no coincidence, which happens to be one of my abilities that allows me to ask you an extra question.
Go for it. Ask me an extra question. Yeah, go for it.
What do I have any sense of what they're moving or what they're moving from? Like, are they trying to get away from something? Are they trying to do this surreptitiously? What's going on with their way they're doing it?
What's going on with them? It doesn't look like they're trying to get away from anything or taking anything out of the academy. They are bringing something or some things in. I'll say you get a flash of something metallic under the tarp.
Curious and curiouser.
And they're bringing quite a few things in that way. You see them sort of go back and forth over the course of this sort of lecture.
I'll make a little note, which I'll surreptitiously pass to Ramiel.
There you go.
What could they be bringing in that's metallic?
Eggs, swords, glitter.
When I read the glitter, I'm like, oh, oh.
It's absolutely glitter. Is that a note you want to read aloud in class that you're passing?
What note?
What's that one right there? She points to the piece of paper.
Oh, no, that's not a note. That's just my list of classes.
I was just checking their notes, considering I have such an excellent teacher in this subject through my childhood.
Okay, this has got to be a fucking roll.
I have devil's tongue. Allow me to roll. Come on.
Well, go for it. Please roll. Yeah, you can choose if you're trying to harness the gods to make this work against your mother. No, you can choose whatever you want.
So Devil's Tongue means that I'm highly adept at manipulating others through half-truths and misdirection. It gives me a boon on shadow checks that relate to conversation.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense to me.
Which means I get 2 passes.
Okay. She looks
The little
over.
halo.
Yeah, the little halo just comes into view. It's your first day. I'll let it go. And she continues on with her little lecture. Time passes, for some of you quickly, for some of you excruciatingly slowly, as the lesson comes finally to an end. Yeah. And you have a little bit of free time, about sort of 20 minutes or so, before your next class, which is your dance class. You have vague directions of where to go, but you have some time to yourselves or with your companions if you wish to do anything.
Weird, the stuff they were bringing in. I never quite worked out what it was.
I mean, it could have been spoons.
Spoons?
It wasn't spoons. It was
Could we-
like chunks of metally things.
Like, oh.
Wow. Didn't look like ore. Why would you bring ore into a school?
I don't know, do we have metallurgy? Does anybody have metallurgy on their timetable?
I don't have metallurgy on my timetable. I mean, maybe swords. I mean, maybe there's combat practice or something.
I'm sorry. What's he talking about?
Oh, there was just some people bringing in some, like, crates of stuff into the school. It could have been anything.
Oh.
I was bored. I saw something out the window.
There
I
was
think
nothing boring
Ronan's trying
about
to sniff out a
that.
conspiracy.
Ah, that makes sense.
Little excitement to the life.
I need something. Yeah, fine.
We've got dance
That was-
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You look like a dancer.
I'm not a dancer. I do kata. Does that count?
Maybe.
My money's on Ram
it's-
being the dancer.
Yeah. It's ritual stuff. It's like, do things in technique and movement. But it's not like, mine's about stabbing people.
The two can coexist, I think. I stab people. Well, I don't stab people technically. I guess I chop people. Well, I haven't chopped anyone yet. I mean, I have axes, not daggers, but I dance as well, and it's kind of the same.
Olive, you dark horse.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
like kind of a ferret otter, actually, not a horse.
My mistake. You dark ferret.
Which is good because Ramiel hates horses.
They just stink, okay? Olive does not stink.
No, you
That's
smell really
fine.
nice.
Thanks. Most ferrets smell like fish, so I'm glad you say that.
Do they?
I think so.
I can't say the same thing for most otters I've met.
What about smelling nice or smelling of fish?
Otters don't smell very nice, from my experience.
Well, now I feel like I
Spend a lot
should
of
be
time with
offended.
otters.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying you don't. I'm saying you don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
that's
saying you
good.
don't.
Phew.
Then what does Olive smell like, Ronan?
I'm not getting into this. This is not. This is not what I'm here for. Thank you very much. I'll do the
I've found
dance classes. Okay.
Someone's shopping list. It says eggs, swords, and glitter.
Oh, that's Ronan's. That's what I was checking in class. That's Ronan's shopping list.
Oh, here is your shopping list.
Thank
What do
you.
you need glitter? You don't strike me as a glittery kind of person, Ronan.
Dance class. It's for dance class.
I'm not.
Oh, how exciting!
What do you do with the eggs in dance class?
No, that's for breakfast.
write
Don't be
that.
silly.
I didn't write that.
Looks like you're handwriting to me, Ronan. You passed it over.
Uh-huh.
I think dance class is going to be fabulous. Glitter everywhere.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
what a spectacle.
Fabulous.
Eggs
indeed.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's fabulous when I fall on my ass.
Okay.
Sorry, Luke.
No, it's fine. Just regretting my life choices. No. Okay. Your short break passes fairly quickly. Whether you've got glitter or not, now people are expecting glitter in dance class, so you better find some fucking quickly.
Yeah, where am I going to get some glitter from?
Do you want to go and search for some glitter?
Why not?
Yeah.
I know what glitter is.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could cast a spell to locate objects.
Sure.
To locate glitter.
Okay.
How do I cast a spell? Apparently it's 2 magic points.
There we go. So it cost you 2 magic points. You've got a
Yeah.
locate object spell, I'm assuming.
I do indeed.
Sweet. Okay.
I imagine I'll need to do it as some sort of because I don't have to do some sort of augmentation to describe like the distance or the whatever. So I'm going to say I'm going to spend another 2 magic points to increase the spell's range. Oh, I
Okay.
only change it by 5 squares, whatever that means. But anyway, I'm going to.
We'll play loosey goosey with it. Don't worry about it.
We'll play loosey goosey with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So 4 magic points spent.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's 2 action points, and I need 2 success. Or yeah, I need 2 successes.
Okay, if you roll
I'm
whatever you want to
presuming
roll.
it's mind.
Yeah, I think for spell casting it'll be your primary stats, whatever your highest one is.
Yeah, so that's is it just the 1 set then. So it'll be 3
No.
on my mind.
I'll say for this, roll your highest one twice. That makes sense for the spell casting thing, I think.
Nice one.
For
Twice.
this.
Cool. That means I get because mind is my highest.
Oh, there we go then.
And,
Yeah, sweet.
Therefore, and I have rolled a 6, a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 4. So that's
5 successes.
5 successes.
Yeah, this is probably the
Oh.
highest roll we're gonna get, isn't it?
So much glitter.
Yeah, you
And pocket some glitter.
you reach into that arcane well within yourself in a land that is known for being a powerful magical land to find glitter. You very quickly locate through your spell work, and also having walked around the school a little bit now, getting a bit of a sense of where places are. You find the arts department and are able to raid a load of their glitter. Fairly unseen. I'll say. Well, let's roll. Extremely unseen.
Yeah, I'm not the best shadow.
No, they didn't roll anything to see you. So yeah, the people aren't taking that class right this moment. So yeah, during the break, so you're able to pocket a load of glitter.
I will wait to reveal the glitter prize.
Great. I can't. I can't wait for mid dance class. While Ronan sneaks off for a moment, is there anything anyone else is doing? Or all eagerly awaiting class?
The left. In dance
What, in
class
the
and
school?
generally. I'm just. We've had one class and he doesn't seem to be very happy to be here.
Maybe he's homesick.
Maybe. I hope he stays.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think despite his lack of enjoyment, his purpose is true, and he will stick it until the end. Or die trying.
Let's hope it's the first one.
Yes, obviously.
Do you have a purpose, Ram?
Yes.
What can you tell us?
Ram just looks off longfully. Maybe another time.
Oh. Okay. I look forward to that time. I think.
I feel like we chose a weird group of friends.
Always
I feel
the
like
best time.
in some strange way, the weird group of friends chose us.
That's a very good point, Olive. We sat down first, you're correct.
Exactly.
We are the beacon of weird.
I sat last, actually.
Well, that would be the group of friends choosing us, you see? That's what we meant.
Oh.
Should we go to dance?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I
Please.
must confess, I am not a great dancer.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
As Ronan rejoins you on the way. Okay. You go to your second class of the day, dance class. You you get to a wide stone platform that is open to the sky as opposed to your other class, which was in a classroom itself. The wind in this space is moving constantly. It's almost an echo chamber. That's carrying. It's definitely warmer in this area, and you get the faint glimmers of of ash as there are dragons flying around nearby. The stone around is worn fairly smooth on the floor. There are faint sigils that lie beneath it. As I say, as the dragon shadows pass overhead, occasionally cutting across the space. Yeah, absolutely. You see an elven person step forward. They are fairly androgynous looking. They have fairly longish blonde hair. They introduce themselves as Arden. And as they step forward, they simply say, "This is all about movement. You do what feels right for you in that moment. We will just spend some time moving around the space, whatever comes to you, whatever movement comes to your minds. Enjoy. Ramiel's got it already."
The wings are fluttering in the wind.
Yeah, they start in a very strange manner, just moving around the space, trying to lead you all to just simply come in, join in, not giving any direction in the slightest, but just to feel what you feel in the moment and move accordingly. So I will let you guys decide again what you roll to see how well you're moving around the space.
I'll roll shadow and soul.
Sounds like a plan.
5 dice again. Please do not fail me. This is my whole thing. That 1 6.
Oh,
2.
2 successes.
Successes.
Yeah, 2 successes, yeah.
I'm going to roll a body and soul.
Mm-hmm.
Body is my least best stat. So let's see what happens. Shit. That's 4, because that's a 6 and 2 5s.
Nice.
I'm going to switch out some of these dice. That's why I got extra out.
They rolled too well.
Why are you switching them out? They just what?
They've been too
Because it's not
powerful.
fun to pass the rolls. Yeah.
I'm sure somebody won't pass the rolls, don't worry.
Switch 2 out. We'll see what happens now. Dance for me, pretties. What are you doing?
I'm trying to think which skills to use. I think. Oh, it depends how well it'll go. I'm going to try shadow and probably body.
Sure, yeah, makes sense to me.
Body. So that's 4. Oh. So no passes for me.
Great. We'll come back to what you
So-
look like in a minute. Ronan.
I am going to utilize one of my features that I have.
Great, yeah,
called
yeah, yeah.
Tactical. So once per day, I can grant myself or an ally a boon on their next check if I'm part of it. The mention of momentum sort of triggered the martial tradition within me. So I'm going to utilize body and shadow.
Sure.
To attempt this with a boon.
Absolutely, use all your abilities now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I got, thankfully for the boon, I got 3 successes.
3 successes? Bloody hell. Okay. Ronan, if you are actively taking part in dance class.
So I am.
Yeah.
And I am currently standing, watching the others, but I'm actually feeling the wind as it moves.
Yeah.
And I'm using my mind to focus my attention on one of the counters that my father taught me with the spear. Sweeping movements, following through, brushing around the spear as I move, as I place set footprints into certain places, forming shapes and structures that are solid yet still somehow fluid. And as I run through that process, the spear is brought up, but it's brought down behind my back, not the spear dropping. It's the bottle of glitter that smashes against the floor, puffing up into the air. At least that's what I'm hoping for. We shall find out.
I will give you a
I'm
boon.
assuming mind and body.
Yeah, mind and body
and
sound
body
right. I'll give you a boon, so one of your 4s will be a 5, be a success.
Oh. I have 2 6s. So
4 successes. Bloody hell. Okay, fair enough. I think you've done the best, haven't you?
At the moment the glitter drop,
yeah,
I message mentally, Ramiel, boom.
Ramiel, in your mind you just hear boom from nowhere.
Oh, but I see the cloud of glitter.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm gonna get you will all describe what you dance like, whether you succeeded or failed. So who got the best? So we've already had a little bit from Ronan. Ramia, why don't you go as the second person that got the best score?
Yeah, so I also got a 4. So I think Ramiel's movements are very in the moment, like they're channeling something. They're feeling the winds. Their wings are maybe picking up the warm wind a little bit, and they're incorporating it into their bodily movements. They're not necessarily dancing, but like just feeling.
Nice.
Natural talent oozing out.
Yeah. Olive, what does it look like as you are moving around the space?
I think I start off like fast and agile, like just kind of spinning excitedly and stuff, but then I get partially distracted by Ronan and Ramiel, who are like frustratingly better than me in this moment, and I'm like a little bit sad about it because I'm like, this is my whole thing, how come I'm not the best? But I also do spot Gulen looking maybe a little bit like unsure in the corner, and decide to like hop, skip, and jump over to them and try and kind of take their hand and like turn them around a bit, but it becomes a bit clumsy because I'm much shorter than them and I don't really know how to deal with that height difference.
It sounds like you're blaming Gulan for your...
I don't know.
Blame.
It's definitely Gulan's fault.
It was
fine. It is.
The distraction of trying to help. It's not Gulan's fault. It's
okay.
She's
It's a
distracted.
face full of glitter.
Yeah, she does stop at her tracks when the glitter explodes. She's like, oh, wow.
I mean, Gulan's been called out, so why don't we go to you and see what your dancing's like?
So yeah, you're right. Gulan will be like at the back in the corner, sort of looking, and he's never ever been asked to dance before. This is quite overwhelming, so he'll sort of like try and do a little like head bob, and then sort of you know when seagulls try and make worms pretend like think it's raining, and they do that like tap dance.
Yeah.
like that. So we'll just like
Culturally significant.
stamp around. Exactly.
A few worms creep out of the stonework.
I applaud. I mean, obviously, I want to respect the seagull culture.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So yeah, he'll do some sort of worm charming, and then, but is like fully in the zone, like head down, and then feels Olive sort of take his hand, his wing, and then like, oh, and sort of realise what he's doing is very different to what everyone else is doing.
Why am I picturing happy feet?
Yeah, I was going to say the same joke.
Love it.
Oh, I love that. So, and then he'll very gratefully take your hand and be, sort of, I don't know if seagulls can blush, but if they could, they'd be blushing.
Adorable. Ram, last but by no means least. Tell us what it looks like as Ram gives into the groove.
I think when the word momentum spirals out and Ram essentially switches to like combat mode and like utilizes his momentum in that, so he's just intertwining, and for such a hulking figure, he moves quick, and he just intertwines between all the other classmates. Like, if they saw him come in, they'd be like, I'm about to die.
Yeah, there's definitely a few.
This
that
is
are like,
how I go. But then there's an immediate like step past them and then on to the next person, and that continues until the glitter flies out and he stops dead in his track and goes, Ronan's shopping list, and begins trying to collect the glitter.
So basically, you're going up to people, crumping, and then deciding that you want glitter.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Perfect.
Yeah, you definitely get a few odd looks from various other classmates that are just like, and then you go and begin to collect up the glitter that's spilled everywhere. The teacher is absolutely oblivious. They have got their eyes shut, just moving around like they're not even paying attention to most of the class, really.
I kind of half expected another face full of glitter myself, but
maybe soon. But every so often, as you are moving your way through, they shout out little instructions of just the most unhelpful things ever, which is just like, move as a dragon would feel, respond, don't lead, like, and all this kind of stuff that you're just like, I don't know what this means.
Not in a circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Move around
my
not in a
culture.
circle.
Stop being aggressive. Directly at Ram. But
Feel the space, don't just traverse it.
100%.
That's one that we had.
But my two that got, I think you both got 4 successes, right? Ramiel and Ram. Give me mind rolls, both of you. So use your mind stat twice.
Okay.
That's better.
Whoops. Just dropped a dice.
I got 1
Okay,
6
well,
out of 4 dice.
I have 2 5s and a 6, so 4 successes.
4 successes. Was it 1 success for you, Amy?
1 6, yeah, so 2 successes.
Oh, 2 successes. Okay. Ramiel, you see... well, you both see this, to be fair. Ronan will just see something slightly extra. As you're moving about the space, and as you moved so well and succeeded so well, as you look out at the silhouettes of the dragons, the way that you are starting to move and use the space, you see some of the dragons almost echoing it. This connection of your movements and particularly, I'd say, Ramiel, who I think you use Soul as part of your role, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. The way that you use your emotion into that space, you can see it echoed through just a couple of the dragons. almost as if they're feeding off some of that emotional energy, or at least that movement of what they're considering emotional energy. Ronan, I would say you notice as you're moving around and after your glitter explosion, there are a few candles off to the side nearer the door and the entrance to this space. As you've been moving around and looking around, and been particularly focused around where you are, almost the entire time that you've been in this space, those candles have been flickering something wild. Not just with the wind, but
given I've passed a mind thing
Yeah.
to do with like observing things,
Mhm.
can I ask the extra question? Is
course you can.
that flickering of the candles in line with the movement of the wind, or is it separate?
Good question. Separate. It is almost undulating. Whereas you'd expect there to be a little bit of flickering because it's quite a windy area, or even with the movements maybe sort of influencing it. But no, these seem to be, I mean, one, they seem to be fairly arcane in nature anyway, lit through magic.
Yeah.
But they are, as I say, undulating. You definitely know it's nothing to do with the movement that you're going through.
This is no coincidence.
There's another red thread appears on your corkboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you spend some time in your class. Class ends, and you know that your next class that you're going to be headed to is your investigations class. But you'll have a few moments as you're walking through.
Investigations. I mean, come on, really?
You think you'd be pleased about it? This seems right up your alley.
Yeah, but it's not. If it's going to suit everybody else, I mean, I grew up with this stuff.
I start to sit through theology.
That's fair.
And I've been dancing my whole life.
Yeah, you were great.
Thanks. So were you.
No, I just cheated. I just did a carter. Wasn't
don't
really
know what-
dancing.
That. Okay. Well, you had glitter though.
Yeah, but you know, after everything Ramiel did, I had to do something, didn't I?
Wait, what did I do?
The note. It was your note.
Oh, your shopping
Inspired
list.
me. My shopping list.
Yeah.
I thought that was the plan the whole time. That was why it was your shopping list.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was. You're right.
You don't need to be embarrassed about it now, Ronan. It's fine. It came off well.
Yeah.
You're fabulous.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Ram,
Yeah.
what do
You're
you
right there,
have in
Ram.
your hand?
Yeah.
Glitter.
Let's do investigation. It sounds less
You
dangerous.
have glitter too.
It is for Ronan. It was on his shopping list.
Fabulous.
Ram, thank you. Think? Yeah, thank you.
I think you might be a... No,
I'll-
never mind.
Try and put the glitter back in the bottle with all the sand that's
Yeah.
piled up with it.
Sure. Yeah.
I can now replace it, and no one will know. Ish. Thank you. You've got.
That's never coming off,
never
Ram,
mind.
mate. It's
Never
never
mind.
coming off. Do you know what
It's
the best
kind
way
of
to
sparkly
get it off
anyway.
is? Wiping it on your face, so the sweat from the class will really
Fabulous.
Shiny.
much better.
In a very
Much better.
Twilight-esque vampire way, Ram is shining across the hallway.
I don't even know whether you sweat, but it worked. Oh,
As a strange
I'm back.
animal appears
Things
across.
are not good unless we have a cat.
Yeah.
Cats are necessary.
Oh dear.
So, what do you think you're going to have in store for us? Do you think you're going to have anything challenging?
It's only day one.
I know.
Why would they challenge us from day one? That would be crazy.
Eat out.
Did you not hear that introduction?
I mean, yeah, but
They're going to hurt people.
well, I don't know about
Not
that.
intentionally. I mean, I'm being a bit unfair, but you know, People will get hurt as a result of these classes. That isn't good.
Yeah, so you should probably listen and not look out the window.
But it was theology class.
What if they ask you questions on theology, and if you get them wrong, they hurt you? I don't know their teaching methods.
Olive, you have a very
Oh.
interesting opinion of my mother. Tell me more.
Well, I didn't mean your mother specifically, just the school.
No, I like it. It's no
You know,
judgment. I like
okay,
it.
well, I mean,
Tell
if
me
it
about
works,
your mother.
if that's the kind of thing that she would do, then that only serves to help what I'm trying to tell Ronan, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's more like what my dad would be like.
Is your dad a teacher at the school?
Oh, but he taught me. I was his apprentice.
Well, so surely you should know it's important to listen.
Well, I've been whacked enough time when I didn't listen, I suppose. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say he hit me, but when you're doing combat lessons,
I mean, nobody said he did hit you, Ronan. I think you're the one who.
no, he didn't. I'm just saying, when you're doing combat lessons, you get bruises.
I think Ronan needs to lay down on a couch in front of a professional.
Not bruised.
Oh.
What at all?
I can believe that, actually.
No. I did.
What? So, what?
We should get going.
What were you looking at?
He was getting all melancholy on us.
There's nothing there.
I don't think you can judge anybody for being melancholy, Ronan.
Fine.
Leave him to his brood.
Fine. So unfair.
What's unfair? That he can brood and you can't?
No. Let's go to class.
I'm very confused.
You get to class. Your third of the day. Only 2 more to go. I'm sure nothing weird's going to happen. You move through the rest of the school. You've probably sprawled most of campus by now, to be fair. Walking around, getting a little lost, then finding your way back to where you need to go. As you come into your investigations class, it almost feels like you're in more of a narrow hall. There's fairly low ceilings. It's cooler in here. Fairly dimly lit in a very 30s noir film way. But shadows linger. You look around, there is nothing particularly on show, but there are many cupboards and cabinets and chests that are all seemingly locked. But you'd assume so anyway. There are various doors that lead off from this point. All closed, at least from what you can see right now. And a small Norborn, a mouse folk, steps out and introduces himself as Remy, your instructor. He produces out this small for your hands, pretty large for him, to be honest, orange type crystal. Just holds it up for a moment and goes, I think it's best to practically show you and get your skill levels before we go into the theory of investigating and how we find things. Let's see where you sit right now. Why don't you get into groups, the ones that you're sat in right now? You're all lumped together, unsurprisingly. There are many of these crystals hidden around the academy. Maybe some close, maybe some further away. Why don't we see how many you can find during this class? He puts it down. Well, go. And sends you off to start finding stuff.
Crystals?
You may, yes.
I will get to know the crystal.
Sure. How do you get to know the crystal?
And then I will rest and recover my mana.
How long does it say you need to rest to recover your mana? Does it say short rest or long rest?
I haven't found that bit in the rules.
I'm going to say it probably takes at least a short rest, which I think is about an hour, which would be the entirety of class.
2 hours.
Oh, there we go.
So
That's
Runan takes a nap while the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you still could do that, yeah.
I'll have to use my wits. Goodness
You will. It's almost like somebody planned this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. If this was like an anime, Gulan's eyes are like crystal shaped, and, like watering out his head, like.
Absolutely valid. Yeah.
Okay. Crystals. Let's get the crystals. We're gonna get them all. We're gonna win. We're gonna get them all.
I like the way you think, Gulan. Yeah. Let's. Are you good at finding things?
Well, I thought I was good at quite a lot of things before I came here. Let's see. With your help, well, as a team, I guess, I'm sure we're gonna absolutely fucking smash it. So.
Well, the game is afoot.
Maybe starting here, and I think impulsively, he'll start trying to open some of the drawers and anything.
Right.
Frantic.
You can tell me. I mean, mind kind of involves investigating, but if you want to use some of your abilities in terms of picking some of the locks of places in here, I will absolutely let you use shadow as well to try and find various crystals.
Yeah, so I think I can disarm, but only in combat. So actually, none of the things that I've picked actually help. So we'll just roll for mind, and I'll just have a good think about it.
Sure, yeah, you have a think about where's
got a
best.
4 and a 3.
Well, Gulan, you seem like the sort of person that is good at finding things, not necessarily those that want to be found. What do you think is our investigators' thought process of how they would have how they have left these things? If you were them, where would you put them?
That's a good question. I don't really hide things so much as find them. So
When you must have encountered people trying to deliberately hide things, where would you look if you were dealing with that?
I think I would hide them in high up places, and places, and in places that are hard to get to, and sometimes in plain sight, like a chandelier or a piece of sculpture, some art.
Interesting. Look around the room. Is there anything like that? Anything that matches those descriptions?
Dunno.
I will absolutely let you roll shadow for this as well. You're kind of using those abilities, right? So yeah, you can do shoot two shadow.
It's not the normal way. It's not the normal way, but in part of my game as a keen observer, I can get kind of like follow trails of clues. But can I grant that boon instead of for myself? Can I grant that to Golan to help them search?
Absolutely, I'll give you an extra d6.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I got 1, 5, and a 6.
3 successes. Woo! Okay. As you look around the room, you start unlocking various bits and pieces. Most of your classmates seem to scatter out of the classroom. Maybe foolishly. Maybe they're thinking things will be much further away. Whereas you know, as you said, sometimes it's best to hide things in plain sight. You unlock various cabinets. It takes you a little bit of time, but you manage to find one at least. And then what you said about hiding it in plain sight comes back into your mind fairly strongly. And you look over at the desk where the teacher is sat there, not really looking like they're trying to stop anyone from taking the crystal that is right in front of them. And if you go and approach to pick it up, they will absolutely let you.
I got 2 crystals, 2 crystals, 2 crystals. I got 2 crystals. Yum, yum, yum. Great, 2 crystals.
What I'm
We did it.
wondering is, what does that tell us so far? What have we learned so far about the way our teacher is trying to hide this stuff? By the way, I'm saying out loud what's going through my head as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking for patterns.
Come on, if you want to. Remy's just sat there, like looking
Go
at
on,
you
then.
all, being like,
Ramiel's
I've got
waiting to see if
1
anybody
6.
brings one in.
So 2 successes.
okay. You think about the fact how easy at least one of them was to find. A couple of and the other one that was kind of hidden in the back of a cupboard. I'd say with your successes, you look back over some of the spots you've already unlocked, investigating fairly deeply within some of these boxes. You find false bottoms here and there, only one of which has a crystal. I'm going to say, can you roll a d12 for me as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I rolled a 9. Is that good or bad? I can't remember if high is good or low is good.
High is good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you find a perfectly intact crystal. You now have 3.
I give that to Gulen.
You go.
Thank you.
The teacher's not getting them back, is he?
Nope.
Now, I'm wondering, because our teacher's quite small, and I'm quite small, if I can fit into any small spaces, find any there. And I can see in the dark as well. So if there's any small and dark spaces, then I could find some crystals there, you see.
You can absolutely roll.
Now, so that's 2 of my abilities. So I've got a ferret agility, which is slender and flexible and can fit through spaces as small as my head.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And dark vision, see in darkness as if it were dim light within a 12 square range, but can't discern colour in total darkness, only shades of grey.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Since that is from my being a veil, I'm thinking I will use shadow and mind.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
For that check, which is 5. 3 successes, a 6 and a 5.
Bloody hell, okay. Yeah. You realizing the size of your teacher, as you said, the Norborn, which is fairly small in stature, you find I'll say probably as you're walking and as you're moving through the space, there's a part of the floor that just feels uneven, moving, shifting as you're walking on it. You very quickly pry up a floorboard, go underneath, and just about make out the sight of 2 more crystals. Roll me a d12.
Oh. 10.
Okay. As you move through and as you pick up these 2 crystals, very quickly you catch the glimmer of a 3rd.
Gulen, I've doubled our crystals.
Motherload.
Don't eat them
even
though.
Left the room.
I did hear you saying they're yummy. I just want to make sure you're not. I don't think they're edible.
They are the colour of chips.
They might break your teeth. Wait, do you have teeth? You've got a beak. Do you have teeth?
Yes. I.
Terrific.
Why
Thanks,
are you
Imogen.
confused about the fact that you've got teeth?
Yeah. So I think birds have like weird tongues that have like serrated, teethy edge. Like ducks tongues are really horrible, so
Yeah.
I feel like maybe like that. And so Gulan will just give you a really hideous grin.
We're really shitting on animals this session. Okay, you found 6 so far.
Wow,
3 of you
6
have used different
crystals.
things to do. Yeah. Ramiel and Ram, is there anything you are doing to try and find some more crystals? A bit of a group effort.
So Ramiel is stood by the door on the outside of the classroom,
Okay.
leaning against the wall. And then if they see somebody with a crystal going past, they'll be like, I wouldn't touch that if I was you. This is all about trusting. They're going to explode.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have this happen. Yeah, a couple of students are walking back. They've only got like 2 crystals in their hands as they're walking very happily back to the classroom, and you see them with these 2. Whatever you roll to make them believe that these might explode.
So I think it's mind to
Sure.
manipulate somebody, or is it soul? I'm not certain. I mean, I'd rather use soul. It's my best stat.
I imagine both.
I was going to say, soul is
I
mental
can use both.
influence, so
Okay, yeah.
I would let you do either, really. Either or a combination.
Okay, so I'm going to use soul, and then I get +1 for sharp wit, which is
Yeah.
allows me to persuade somebody of my truth. So that's
Sure.
7 dice rolls. Rolling.
Great.
And that's 1,
All
2,
6.
3, 4 5s out of the 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 4 passes.
They're like, what? Take him, please. As they pass the crystals very quickly over to you. Can you roll me a d12, please?
Yeah. Well, that's a 3. My d12 isn't as good as everyone else's.
Cute. Yeah. You see one that's got a crack in it, but they're still good.
I'm passing them all to Gulan.
There we go.
Yes. And then for a second, I'll think about you saying they're going to explode, and then just like,
I was outside the classroom. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Got us 2 more.
So we've got 8
8
right now.
crystals.
Yeah.
Remy, how many crystals are there?
There's quite a few. You've already done a lot so far. Any more you can find?
Yes.
Come on, Ram. Pull your weight.
Any other clues you want to share with us on this subject? Are there any mystical lines that we can unpick?
You'll have to figure those out yourself.
You don't have any stories to tell about your objective for hiding them?
I'll let you roll to try and persuade him to share some stories if you want.
What would that be?
Probably will be soul.
I'm definitely going to use my mind at some point, but
let's
I mean,
go
is
mind
it
and
possible to use
soul.
mind and soul?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Okay. I've only got 1 success.
Okay. He sort of just looks over and goes, that feels like a next lesson explanation.
I take it torches out the question then.
Yes.
Only kidding. That's lesson 3.
Yeah. Seems like you already know the syllabus.
My father would have taught it. Okay. Do we wish to explore other areas, or are we satisfied that we have got a sufficient cache?
I think Ram must. So far, it seems like he's just kind of stood and watched us. Not that that's not been motivational, of course. Yeah. But do you have any genius ideas, Ram?
I will look to anything that is still locked in this place.
Yeah, you see a pretty big chest that's still locked.
I walk over to the chest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to destroy the chest.
How do you
Maybe
want to
Chris
roll
has
this?
to
I'm
grab.
assuming body.
So I'm going to use body twice.
Yeah.
I'm also heavy-handed,
Yeah.
so I gain a boon on checks to destroy objects.
Please go for it. Yeah.
Okay, well the boon was redundant, but that is 5 successes.
You find 4 more crystals. Can you roll me a d12?
Ram smash.
It's only fair. You did just destroy a chest.
Yeah.
Disaster!
As you
And destroy
smash
the
down into the crystals, one of them shatters on the ground. Anyone fairly adept in Arcana would feel a little wave of magic wash over them for the moment. But you, how many crystals have you got altogether? Like 12, 11?
I
Eleven.
acquired 3 crystals, no more.
Is there any furniture that has not been moved in this room?
I'd say by
Like
this
under
point,
the desks of each of the. Because I imagine all the students look everywhere but under their own desks.
yeah. I tell you what, roll me one final roll to see if you find any crystals under the desk. I'll let you decide how you roll it.
Nothing. I got literally nothing. 1s and 2s.
You look
for 6
through.
dice.
There are no crystals under the desks. But as you,
Hey, it was worth a punt.
100%, as you pull your 11 crystals, I believe, back over, Remy looks exceedingly pleased with your group. The different groups of students come back. There's one with 5, one with nothing because they got bullied out of their crystals, one with 2, one with 4, but no one has matched the amount of crystals that you've got. Though, as Remy's looking over the 2 in your pack that are slightly broken, he's looking at them fairly curiously and just going, well, there shouldn't be any outside contaminant to them, but they're still good, so that's great.
I'm intrigued
Any-
by that.
Yeah, any what?
Oh, just the markings in them there. They're slightly. I didn't think I'd put them there before, but maybe there's just a few odd ones in here. I wouldn't worry about it.
Are you sure? Because I touched one of them.
Oh, you'll be fine. Yes. Ram?
Theoretically, what would happen if a crystal is destroyed?
Oh, I mean, that would be really rather bad. They're extremely expensive for one. They're full of magical, potent magical energy. It would kind of just release into the ether, which is fine in terms of the atmosphere, but I mean, we do cover them quite importantly. But is that just hypothetically, you said?
Yes.
The Rune Seeker.
Okay.
Apparently, I can gain a boon on checks to decipher or disable magical symbols. I'm wondering if I can apply this to sort of decontaminate ourselves.
Sure. Yeah. How do you want to roll that?
I'm going to decontaminate Ram because I imagine, or at least attempt to decontaminate Ram.
Yeah,
I mean,
go
there's
for it.
another aspect of my Rune Seeker apparently where I could hit you with a weapon to suppress a magical effect. I'm not going to do that one. However tempting. Right, anyway. I have 2 6s, so 4.
Okay, 4 successes. Yeah, you look over Ram for a moment that definitely has a waft of magical energy over him. Describe what it looks like as you disable this kind of magical bit around him.
I kind of I do some sort of strange ritual movements with my wrist and hand, or symbology kind of style structures, and then once I do that, I kind of place in a kind of oddly firm way, but not actually quite touching the body. You know, your wooden structure, and there's a pump of energy, and then it just drops like dust. Only there is no dust.
Ram strange hand
You got rid of the
signals.
glitter.
Yeah, the glitter fades very quickly. As you sort of felt a little bit of a lift in your body, and now it kind of drops, and you feel back to normal.
Just in case, I say to you.
What did you do to me?
Cleansed you. You picked up a bit from those crystals.
You can't just say you've cleansed someone without their permission.
Was I dirty?
No, it's not like that. It's magic. It's how do I put it? When you have mystical objects that they have an imbibed power, you don't want that contamination on you. It can cause all sorts of problems.
Remy's just nodding in the background.
It's like doing triage. You know, if you are patching someone's wound, only it's not a wound in the traditional sense. It's more of a eminence.
I do not get wounded.
Like I say, it wasn't a wound, more of a metaphor.
It's Riki, wasn't it?
Yes.
Kind of mystical.
I'm offended.
Like, I meant well.
Remy ushers you out of class. And you are let's go for your lunch break, which we will take a break now and return at that before you get your last two classes of the day, your dragon bonding class and your fighting class. So we'll be back shortly.
Ooh.
You have all had 3 of your classes for the day after a very great pep talk from your headmistress at the start of the day. Absolutely not setting you up to fail. Your next class, as you move over lunchtime, which I will give you a few moments in a second just to play out whatever you did over lunch, but your next class is the most eagerly anticipated for those students that are new. You have many classmates talking in hushed and excited tones about what dragons they might get. As we come back to the Great Hall, you're back on the same tables, though now they're laden with food, all different types and varieties. So we'll move back to you all as you're all sat eating, waiting your next class. Is there anything you do?
What have you got?
Food-wise.
What's that?
Bit of everything.
Can I try it?
But there's some on the table. Like it's like a buffet. Like I mean, you can sure. Why not?
Thank you. I'll just pinch probably a chip.
Yeah, there's loads of chips.
This is the best day of my life.
Mine too.
I'm glad I met
Ronan's
you guys.
sulking a little bit because he's feeling guilty over making Ron feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
As you say that, you look over to Ram and he's just not touching his food.
Do you not like it?
Like what?
The food.
I do not
What's wrong with it?
partake.
Oh. Wait.
What?
For as long as I can remember, I do not need it. Nor do I have a desire.
Do you have a desire for anything?
Yes.
What? I knew I was pushing the button. I did it anyway.
Maybe some other time.
What are you looking at? Why do you keep looking up there?
There's a track.
There's a roof.
It was a small one.
Stop picking on him, Olive.
I'm not picking it. I'm fascinated. He doesn't eat and he keeps just looking off to the sky, but I can't see anything.
Gillen, would you like more chips?
Yes, please.
I think Ramiel will actively grab Ram's plate and push it towards Gulen.
I was looking at that.
No, you weren't. You were looking up there, which gave me the perfect opportunity to swoop in and take yours. You snooze, you lose.
It's a bit of a cliche, but can't go wrong.
I don't think they sleep either. Suspected as much.
There is no rest.
Oh God, what do you do at night time?
Watch.
Patrol.
You don't need to patrol. I think there's people in the school that do that for us.
They will not do it as good as I will.
But you're a
Unless
first.
if they have dragons, then they will probably do it.
But today's your first day. How can you be so sure you'll be so much better? I admire your confidence, to be honest.
Maybe they do not know the danger they are looking for.
They probably do. I hope they do. The school's been around for a long time.
Well,
Oh, sorry. I thought I thought you were going to say something after that.
Me too.
Oh.
I've heard we'll meet the dragons today.
Yes, I heard that too.
What? Where did you hear this from?
Well, it's in the curriculum. I was just changing the subject.
It is on our timetable, yeah.
Oh my god.
I've never heard of students being eaten by dragons on their first day.
Well, they normally wait for the third, fourth.
Yeah? About that.
I will let anyone make a roll to figure out when the dragons eat the students.
I mean, you're gonna feed them.
A mind roll.
Sure. Your best
I actually
stat.
get a success.
Oh, fucking hell. Just
For
one
as
success.
surprised as I am.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am surprised.
There's one of two.
You have heard of the odd incident of a dragon eating a student when they've been particularly unruly, but those that you bond with properly will not eat you.
I fear.
What do you fear? I feel like this is quite important.
Sometimes people get eaten by the dragons when here. As long as we bond, we should be okay. Otherwise, expelled.
Well, we'll all be alright then, won't we?
Do you think? What if we're not?
No, there's no way none of us won't bond with the dragons. Look at us all.
Well, you all might be fine, but what? I don't know. I don't think I'm quite as good as you lot.
Good at what?
I was not even asked to come here. I just sort of turned up. Like no one ever said to leave, so I just sort of, you know, what's not to like? There's really nice food, and you get training, and no one like actually chased me away. So
Maybe they're fattening you up for the dragons.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm joking.
My goodness!
I mean,
I am
no
surprised.
sort of language.
I mean,
am-
it's just a joke.
it's not a very funny one, Ronan.
You're not going to get eaten by the dragon. You can fly. You're not going to drop very far. You just got to... You know what we were doing earlier? Think about what the patterns are of whatever the creature is. What do they need? It's connecting with them.
You know, I actually think if anyone's likely to be eaten by a dragon, based on his logic, it might be Ronan, because I'm quite small and fat. Ramiel and you have got wings, so you can fly, and Ram doesn't look very tasty, actually. So
I'm not great to chew, I say, and I clench my fist, but only to allow you to see that under my human skin are some quite shiny scales.
oh,
I'm a little bit tougher than I might look.
It's just bear logic, though, isn't it? You just need to be faster than the other people.
Yes! Never did like
I
that,
am
though.
very
I don't like leaving people behind.
Whatever gets you not eaten.
Yeah.
we'll all
I
be
do
great.
see. I do see what you mean, though, Ram, about the security not being that tight. People are just walking in.
That being said, both Gulen and I have been given a curriculum as though we know. They knew we were coming.
Does it have your name on the top? That's the question.
It doesn't.
No. Never mind.
Mine doesn't have my name on it either.
Oh.
I was sent here. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be here. I
Yeah,
don't want to be. Well, I didn't want to be here.
I don't think any of them have names on.
Well, at least Gulen and I can take solace in that we are not alone.
But would they not have entry numbers? And does that not mean there might be 2 people they were expecting who don't have a curriculum now and are confused and don't know where they're going?
Or
Perhaps
it's part of the
it's
test.
fate telling them they are gone.
I don't think it's a mistake.
I don't either. I was just considering the possibilities.
Fair.
Somebody give me. I don't
Not like
care
we're going to go
who.
report them to Ramiel's mother, is
Yeah,
it?
there you go. Somebody give me a mind roll. I don't really mind who. You can all do it if you want.
Just
Sure.
a single mind.
No, you can use. You do it
Fail.
twice. Okay, great.
Oh,
One, just 2 successes.
2 successes.
Also
3
2
successes.
Okay.
a 6 and 2 5s. Is that 4?
Ah.
Your dice swap worked well then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Let's
don't worry.
move them 3 over there and keep the crap one.
I'll give you on all the 6. Everyone that's got a success. You've definitely seen a few students that don't have schedules walking around.
Okay. You've got a schedule and they don't. That's good.
Maybe the
You've
dragons will
obviously
go.
passed the first test. Trying to build the part up. I'm trying to make them feel more relaxed.
Hmm.
There
Well,
is no time for relaxation.
mm,
Are you capable of relaxing if you can't sleep?
No,
Ram, I'm getting you a yoga mat.
I don't know what that is.
You will by the end of the semester. You're going to be limber. You're going to be relaxed.
And I will be flying on a dragon.
Maybe he's gonna be timber.
Oh,
Or is
you
that-
made the joke I was
can
going to
I-
make. Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that? Or is that sorry, I don't know.
I am offended.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. He's looking again. Where's he looking?
I'm looking away from you, Olive.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
I will forgive you.
Oh. Phew.
You start to see students move out of the lunch hall, almost like it's the end of lunch. Do you go to class or do you skip class? I maybe should have asked this for the other ones, because it's an option.
Dragon bonding class?
You might
Absolutely
do.
not.
Okay, Olive's going to class. Is everybody else?
No, we're going to class, obviously.
yeah.
Screw your one shot, Luke. We're skipping all the classes.
Can you imagine it? You guys
Elections are
chatting.
back off now.
Yeah, you guys chatting shit for 3 hours. All right. You all, unless anyone tells me they're ditching, make your way to your next class. Most people are moving very excitedly, very hurriedly to this one as opposed to the other ones, particularly as opposed to theology, as we've established it's torture. You make your way through and you get your way to a place that is that has a sign that calls it the hatchery. The first thing that you notice as you enter through this door is that heat is pressing against you almost immediately. As you come in, you see that there are massive eggs that rest in carved stone nests. Some still, some are shifting, and there are some very newly born hatchlings around. Everybody is moving around, trying to get to the front of the crowd to look and see what dragons there are. As a dog folk steps out called Fenrir, who addresses you all as the class and says, bond with a dragon today. If you do not, you will not have a place here. Take some time, scout the dragons, see which calls to you. Good luck. And he sort of steps back and to the side. We will go around each of you. You will tell me what dragon you get drawn to the most, and however you want to bond with it. Obviously, you are more than welcome to use your best stat for this. You just have to tell me how you use it and why it works on the dragon. So, why don't we start with Olive, who I feel would be the most keen.
Very true. I was on the page of the dragon and then I moved it for some reason. Again. So Olive obviously is concerned about having a dragon that she is not too small for. So firstly, she tries to like scan for like any eggs that look a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And she sees one that's like silvery, kind of iridescent, and feels an immediate like pull to that shiny, pretty, like opaly looking egg, which is probably one of the smallest in the room.
Okay.
It would be a mirror dragon egg.
Yeah.
And I think it's like starting to hatch, but the dragon is already making like little chirrupy noises, and like kind of inquisitive noises as it like looks around and kind of locks eyes with her. And then it almost like ducks back into the egg, almost like kind of hiding, and they end up just kind of playing some weird kind of game of like hiding and like where have we gone? Where have you gone? That kind of like cat thing.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just disappeared to her. She's like just absolutely honed in on this one dragon.
Sure. What do you want to roll to bond with this? You can use your best stat if you can tell me how. If it's to go through a course of playing kind of hide and seek, Shadow makes sense, I guess. You can tell me.
Yeah, so I'll use Shadow, which is my best stat as well. Don't fail me. That was cocked. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. 2 6s and 2 5s.
Can you roll me a d12 as well?
Oh, I sure can.
Feels risky, right?
9.
Okay, sure. Yeah, tell me what it looks like as this emotional bond snaps into place with this dragon.
I think she's just like, she's approaching it in this like hide and seek manner, and they're both kind of like doing this whatever. And you know how sometimes like with a cat you'll like get up to it after doing this like back and forth thing, and then they'll like dart off and they're like nope. That the complete opposite of that happens. Like she ends up going towards it the last few steps with her hand out, and it just like that like How to Train a Dragon moment where it just like pushes its head onto her hand, and then they're best friends immediately.
Yeah, you feel slightly warm air as the snout kind of pushes against your hand, I guess the soft fur of your hand, and yeah, this thing seems attached to you. Who would want to go next? I'll let you choose.
Wait, I choose, or they choose?
I was going to let them choose, to be fair. If you want to choose who goes next, you can.
You said you were talking to me, and then you said you choose, and I got confused, and then it was really quiet. No, Amy, go, because you said you go.
Yeah, I can go next. So Ramiel takes their time walking around all the pens until this little white-faced with orange accent dragon with a little horn on their nose pops up above in the middle of a little cuddle pile of little hatchlings. Kind of wiggles its way out its little chubby body and starts walking over its tail flapping back and forth, its wings flapping, and Ramiel wings will copy it, and they'll just kind of like walk together, and then Ramiel will go down on their knees, and it will like go underneath them, in a kind of like cuddly way, and that'll be the moment that Ramiel's like, yeah, this one's mine. This is what I need. This softness.
Oh, okay. What do you want to use to snap your bond into place?
I think they like I said, they spend a lot of time like cuddling and like petting, and I think Ramiel puts a little bit of their magic like towards the dragon,
yeah.
and then feels the magic echo back to them as well. And their stat for their magic is soul. So
Makes sense to me, yeah.
I guess that. Oh, that's only 2 successes. Changing the dice at work.
I did. Roll me a d12 as well, but the bond will snap into place regardless.
That's a 6 directly in the middle.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me what it feels like for Ramiel as the bond with the dragon snaps into place.
I think it feels like a knowing of self. So like that moment of souls touching, of their magic touching, and of them becoming 2 separate beings, but with one understanding.
I love that. That's great. Yeah. That snaps into place. You have found your little dragon. You can pick who goes next, because that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's good.
Ronan.
Okay. Ronan's kind of sitting there, leaning against the wall, looking, watching. Not really sure he wants to engage, but in that kind of way, you kind of know a little bit of him does. But he's not playing ball. He's not going to do what he's told. And there's a small, slightly golden, but a dark kind of golden colour. It's like the classic Chinese style astral dragon.
Yeah.
And they're skittering around, and a larger dragon near them gets a bit close, not intentionally bullying or anything like that, but clearly not really caring they're in the way. This little dragon skitters away, obviously kind of a bit panicked, and then stops. And Ronan looks at what they're looking at and looks a bit curious and starts to approach, and they see the tarpaulins or whatever it was that was covering the goods that we saw out the window in the theology class. And this little dragon's looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and we're puzzling over what could it be.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
No.
But that's what we're bonding over.
Yeah, I like that.
The love of a puzzle.
I love that. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I assume you're angling for mind, so use your mind stat. Roll.
Yep,
see how you
exactly.
bond.
What a surprise. Me minding. So I have got 3 successes. So that's a 6 and a 5. So 3 successes.
Sure. As you're both looking at this tarpaulin, tell me what it feels like as the bond clicks into place.
It's more like twisting the Rubik's cube and the pattern. It was that one more twist, and then I've made it complete.
Yeah,
hasn't been complete yet, but there's one more twist. There's a hesitance that's still there, but we both suddenly feel very hungry. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out some snacks and hand it over to the dragon.
Yeah, it takes it very quickly. By the way. Fragger. Yeah. Instantly in that moment, you sense the name come to you as Fragger takes a bite of the food you've offered it. You can pick who goes next out of our last 2.
Oh, good question. I'm going to roll dice because I can't decide. I am going to go for Imogen.
Thank you. So yeah, Gulan is sort of hanging back and feeling quite anxious. Has the sort of imposter syndrome, I think fairly imposter syndrome because probably shouldn't be here. And thinking about what the headmistress said earlier about the dragons sort of holding a mirror up to you, and just that is blowing his little mind. So he's thinking, and then he's looking, and he's watching everyone else, and he's watching what they're doing, and trying to observe and kind of learn what are we supposed to be doing and how are we supposed to be doing it. So he's hanging back and going to the edge of the room, and then he sees a sort of a shimmer of a dragon that doesn't even seem to really be there. They're sort of almost, their scales are like reflecting moonlight in a sort of silvery, iridescent way, and they're perched up like comfy on a little perch, and they're also watching and observing, but very, very still. And Gulan will have noticed Ronan offering some snacks to his dragon, and so will reach into his pocket and offer this lovely dragon some chips. Which is for him like a very big deal.
The most sacred of offerings, yes.
Sacrifice.
And sort of look and offer these chips and hope that this dragon accepts his offering.
Sure, absolutely. What would you like to roll to see how your bond goes?
I don't really know what attribute is chips.
What's your best stat?
Shadow. Maybe it's just sneakily offering chips.
Yeah, sneakily offering chips
You just
out
sneak
outside
them
of-
out
Yeah,
of dinner.
yeah, I like
You're
that.
very generous.
Go for
Thank
it.
you.
You know me too well.
So that is 2 5s and a 6.
Cool. Can you roll me a d12 as well?
Yeah. A
Absolutely.
1.
Good to know. No, yeah. Tell me what it feels like as this bond snaps into place.
So this lovely moon dragon, I think, will like blink at Gulan and then very gently accept the chips, gobble them up, and almost look. Yeah, they kind of smile at Gulan, and Gulan's gonna kind of. Are you sure? You want me? And then this lovely moon dragon will sort of purr like a cat. And suddenly, Gulan, until this point, he's always been very anxious and sort of fidgety all the time, always moving, but he just feels so still and calm for the first time in his life.
Oh. Yeah, that calmness fills you as your little dragon starts gobbling up some chips. And we move, last but not least, to Ram. What dragon spots your eye?
I think Ram's probably like doing laps of
Yep.
the incubation area, and he's trying to find a dragon because he needs this. He needs to be able to fly. This is his whole purpose for being here. But none of them are catching his eye. None of them are even bothering with him. And then, as he's doing like his 5th lap, really hopeful, but no luck so far. He just feels this slight static as what can only really be perceived as a lightning bolt streaks past him. And he's sort of taken aback. He thought his time has come. But
Again.
no, there's this little... It's too soon.
Sorry.
This little... yellow and black dragon with like sort of like dragonfly wings, but only like tiny ones, and like really sharp, jagged features on its head. It's like got a unicorn horn that's like, sharp, and then its like tail is protruding. He's just like looking at Ram in sort of like a playful manner of like, "Heh, I'm quicker than you." To which Ram goes, "I don't know about that." In his head, obviously, he doesn't speak like that. And I think there's like sort of a mutual agreement of we're gonna race and we're gonna see who's quicker.
Sure, yeah. Going for body, I'm assuming, with the roll.
Yes,
absolutely. Go for it.
Putting my all into this. Am I right in saying it's just body twice? So 66.
Yeah, body twice. Yeah.
Oh, thank God! I was really worried this would just go awfully, but no. I have 3 successes with a 6 and a 5.
Amazing. Can you roll me d12 as well, please?
No. I got a 12.
Nice. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, tell me what it feels like as the bond snaps into place with you and your little dragon.
I think there's like a back and forth of who is quickest out the two. And then there's like, just like, there's a part where it sort of like clicks into place and they're exactly the same speed.
Nice.
And I think at that moment that they become that exact speed, there's like a consciousness link and they sort of just immediately understand each other. And I think the dragon sort of looks at Ram, understanding what he is, his purpose, and what he wants to do. And then, likewise, Ram realizes the exact personality of this dragon, and it's just an immediate match.
Nice, I like that. As your little dragon becomes much more focused and intent on a mission. What mission? Who knows? But, yeah. You all bond with your dragon successfully, you'll be pleased to know. Could you imagine if you didn't?
Game over.
Yeah, sorry guys. No. But yeah, you all bond with your respective dragons. Almost everyone in your class seems to as well, and there's definitely a moment as you're looking around where the teacher has an inquisitive look on their face, but whether you take that in or not is up to you. If you're just focused on your little dragons, that's absolutely fine. As class sort of just goes on with you getting to spend some time with your dragons and bond with them before class is over. But I will pause it unless there's anything anyone does in this class that they haven't already described.
Well, unless you want to go and explore what was under that tarpaulin, but no, don't feel obliged.
You can if you want.
Oh, definitely. I want to find out what they were, because I'm assuming it's going to be to do with whatever comes next. You know, whatever they've got planned for us. So I'm going to explore and see if we can get ahead of the game.
Okay, yeah, sure. You're investigating around. I mean, I know mine's your best stat anyway, but it feels like a mind roll to me. So yeah, go for it.
I'm afraid so. Me using mind, goodness me. I have a 6, unless there's a boon appropriate. I don't think there is. So it's going to be just 2 successes.
Okay. You look where that tarpaulin is. I'd say. You know it's just outside. Go for it.
Fragger has unblinking gaze, which means that if they witness a lie, illusion, or a falsehood, you're supposed to reveal something of its nature to me.
Okay. I will say there is no illusion or falsehood to this.
Cool. All right, just chucking that out.
No, it's absolutely valid to point that out. But whatever you see is what is really there. I'll say with 2 successes, it is just outside of the classroom, not far. Your next class is literally sort of next door, so it makes sense that it's close by. As you go over and look under where the tarpaulin is, you see what can only be described as some kind of construct. It looks like a being made of metal, pretty bulky. I will say give 2 successes. Will I give it you? No, I'll give you that it's a construct on 2 successes. You don't know what kind of construct, you don't know what it's born of or whatever, but looks like it wouldn't be the nicest thing to fight.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to just try and absorb what I can for it and then head back to the party.
Sure, yeah, you can
I
head back
think
to
they've got something planned for us. Some kind of contraption to test our fighting skills.
We do have fighting class next.
Coincidence? Who knows?
What, that we've
Surely
got
they
fighting
wouldn't.
class next?
No, but that they brought something in for a fighting class. I don't know.
It's our first day, and we've had such a lovely time. It would be really sad to.
But they did say
Surely not.
crushing bones and like terrible, disastrous things happening to students.
But I thought maybe if they bring something in, that's so that we don't have to fight each other.
Fair?
That would be very
Fair.
nice.
Well, I would win.
100%.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Possible.
Confidence is good, but don't be over arrogant.
We are a
I have no
Team.
arrogance here.
There's only one way to find out. Fight, fight, fight.
Loads of students in the back. Fight. Oh, the English school experience.
Meet me outside.
Olive starts taking off her earrings.
Are we sparring in the middle of?
on guard.
No.
Ram looks like he might.
Yeah, Olive's just joking and then looks at Ram like, who looks serious. And she's like, oh, well, maybe in class.
Okay.
They call dragons, everyone.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
everyone's
I-
dragon's name?
Rami will
Well-
pick up their little pudgy dragon and be like, "This is Zachriel."
Zachriel.
Aw,
Hello.
hi, Zachriel. Cute.
Thank you.
This is Law.
Law.
I saw you feeding him chips.
Yeah, I hope that's allowed. I don't really know what dragons eat.
I think the dragons say what's allowed. Really, I don't know if we can tell them to do things or not. They kind of do what they want. So if it ate the chips, it probably likes chips.
We're a good match.
What's your
You
dragon?
are a
called?
good match.
Mine.
Yeah.
This is Martini.
Are they dry or are they
Well, they're
old-fashioned?
Dirty.
Well, they're dry at the moment. But if they went, I don't know, if we went swimming or something, well then they wouldn't be dry.
No, that's fair. That's
Not
fair.
on the curriculum.
What, swimming? Yeah, but
Maybe it's an extracurricular.
well, it was a theoretical, but we're not in theology anymore, so.
Well, hiding behind me, like in my shadow, poking their head out. Oh, it's a Fragger.
Oh, hi, Fragger.
And Ram?
It is obvious this is Volcran.
Volcran.
Yes.
Why is that obvious?
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly. I mean, I could
Because
just
he
see.
told me.
You didn't tell me.
Oh.
It's all right, Olive. They didn't tell
This
me
is
either.
Volcran.
Okay. Hi, Volcran.
Sort of just like looking at you, then looking at me, and I just go, and it goes.
Why do I get the feeling Volcran doesn't like me?
Fragger is kind of sniffing around Gulan's pocket, looking for the chips.
I feel Gulan is a changed man. And...
Full character arc.
yeah, and
You got those chips. We got those chips.
I think for like a moment, he'll oh my god, what's the word? What impulse? Like reactive. What's the word when someone hits your knee and then it moves?
Oh yeah.
Reflex?
Reflex. Thank you. Sorry, I have very bad brain fog. I can't speak English anymore. So reflexively, we'll be like get away from my chips, and then
Your reflexive reaction, Fragger immediately recoils in fear.
oh no!
Oh.
And then Gulan will be like, no,
Like
oh no,
shaking by
no,
round my
oh,
ankles.
Fragger, chill out. Fragger, it's okay. I share now, and we'll hold out a flat palm, like with chips. Yay!
Fragger enjoys the chips.
Great.
Okay. You all bond with each other's dragons now, giving them food and what have you. Very quickly, your class comes to an end, but you are allowed to take your dragon with you. For no reason whatsoever. As you go to your final class for the day, your fighting class. As you get in, you come into a room where the ground is fairly made of what almost looks like scorched stone. Looks like many a fight has been had here, with and without dragon. It is very cracked and worn. There is a couple of constructs that are lining the edges. Seem dormant, but there's a faint glow within them, an orange, almost amber glow. It's definitely a little bit hotter here. As you get in, there is a featherborn standing at the front who will instruct you to at least initially start sparring. We won't go through it completely, but you are put into pairs, so at least one of you will be with a fellow classmate that you don't know. Maybe Ra, probably. Is put against like the strongest classmate who's just like a human that's a bit bulky. And you spar back and forth for a little bit. It's very much a situation of you tap your opponent, you don't absolutely pummel them into the ground. Though I feel Ram and his opponent haven't heard that and are just decking each other. But after a little while, you are told to get into a group, and you are then given a construct to fight against. Your teacher, called Zephyr, tells you that this is an Ember Knight, powered very clearly by some kind of arcane crystal within them. The one with you starts kind of not charging over, but slowly kind of walking towards you before it making a stop in front of you, before a signal is given to essentially fight it. So we're going to go into combat. You will all get to act first, because in this game, players act before enemies. So you all have 3 action points. You can spend these on your initial turn. They will refresh at the start of the next turn. But you are essentially trying to damage this thing in some way or another. You have been told to essentially take it down to no power, for want of a way to phrase it. So, any of you can act at any point. Well, any of you can act first. Who wants to go first against this little knight? Yes, Ram.
Me.
Yes. If you one-shot it, I'm going to be so mad.
How far away is it?
It's within melee range.
Oh, so I don't need to move.
I mean, no, not really. It's pretty much right there. You're on essentially like a fighting mat. It is right in front of you, maybe 5 feet away. But if you want to move, you can.
Then, no. I will heavy attack it using 3 action points.
Sure.
I have a great axe.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 in body.
Yep.
So that's 3d6. A great axe is 3d6 bonus. And then, because I'm a fighter, I have Weapon Master, which gives me an additional 1d6.
Okay, 76, yeah.
He's gonna take it out before we get to hit it.
Maybe.
Fine by me.
Okay, that was shit. That was 1 success.
1 success, so that counts as 1 wound, right?
Yeah.
So just 1?
Yeah, I mean, damage is 2 slashing, but because I did a heavy attack, it's a +3, so it's 5 slashing.
Okay, so that'll eat into its defense. It will take some wounds from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you hit it significantly, smashing through its initial defenses. It probably looks a little bit shocked as your axe swings down into it, cleaves a fair chunk to it. But yeah, who wants to go next?
I can go.
Go for it.
Oh, I feel like we keep speaking like at the exact same time. It's quite
Go ahead.
impressive. I know we're in melee, but because it's Olive's whole thing, she's gonna basically do some acrobatics.
Yeah, you can be back.
it.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. The whole, like, she's speedy. In like, you blink and she's gone from like one side of the room to now basically hurtling herself from like a few feet above this thing, and she's coming down on it with 2 hand axes. And I believe because I have the 2, they're both single-handed weapons. That means that for a standard attack, for 2 action points, I can use both of them.
Yeah.
I think. So that is 4d6 total per one. So the first one, that is 3 successes.
Okay.
So is that on the like tier list? I'm following how many along. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
so 3
is
over.
2 wounds, but I have Knife in the Dark. When I attack an enemy who has not yet acted this combat, deal +3 wounds. So 5.
Okay.
We're not going to get to act at this rate.
Oh, you'll get a chance. Don't worry.
And then I guess I do the same, but I don't know if the Knife in the Dark will. But it does just say when you attack an enemy who's not yet acted this combat. So does the +3 apply again? You can say no.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah.
In that case, that's just the 1 success. So that is another 1 wound.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sink your hand axes in. This thing looks fairly perplexed at how quickly it's getting absolutely pummeled. Who wants to go next?
I'm going to draw my short sword and slash at the creature. So that's my stat plus 1d6 for the short sword, and then plus another 1d6 because I have twist the blade. So when attacking an already wounded enemy, I add 1d6 to it.
Yep.
And that is 3 6s.
I will say, you don't even need to figure out what your damage is. What does it look like as you absolutely annihilate this thing with way more than you needed to?
It's a mechanical construct, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Ramiel maybe accidentally finds a weak spot in the outside and just kind of like tears at whatever's keeping it going, whether it be like wires or a crystal, just some soft point, and their sword just happens to nick it and shatter whatever it is that's inside.
Nice. You recognize as you find what makes it work. It's a crystal very much like the ones that you saw earlier in your class. As you do, and as you shatter the crystal within it, and it completely powers down and falls to the ground, 3 more start walking towards where you are. I'm going to need anybody to make a mind roll.
Okay. Normal mind, double mind?
Double mind. You will always roll it twice if I'm asking you for this, yeah.
Yeah, 1 6 and 1 5, so that's 3 successes.
Okay. Apt that you've got 3 successes.
Nothing.
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 Sure.
No.
Sure.
No.
Fail.
Nice. Anybody else doing one?
I got
Also
1
fail.
success.
1 success.
Given the
1 success there. I'd say on just the one, you think that they're maybe just programmed to come and give you more targets to hit. Ronan, a couple of things catch your eye.
Well, I'm going to.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, go for it, yeah, please.
No, if you want to add something, please do. If it gives you more stuff, go for it.
Well, I was just thinking that I one of my kind of signature kind of techniques is martial exploit. So I predict apparently, and that means I can spend grit.
Sure.
And I can choose an enemy within 6 squares.
Yeah.
And until the next turn, so I'm kind of like playing a bit fast and loose.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that this is now triggered. They're coming towards us, and if they move, attack, or cast a spell, I can then make a quick action.
Sure.
Free.
All right. Yeah, I'll say so. You can do that for one
In
of them.
doing so.
Yeah.
So this again, I'm going to talk you through my thinking.
Please do.
In doing so, I'm going to assume I'm going to leap in, and then I'm going to use essentially my my specialism, which is where's the language for it? I can, as a rune seeker, I can then spend either more grit or mana. I've run out of mana. I'm about to run out of grit, but I've got 1 more after this so far. I'll be using it in a second to see why. Which is to suppress 1 magical effect. I'm going to presume that they're a magical effect creature. They get to move because of the gem. So I'm going to suppress the gem. And I get a boon on checks to disable magical symbols. I don't know if that helps or not.
It will.
My last point of grit would be to use my staff as an item, which gives me an extra d6.
Cool. I will say as part of this, roll those extra ones that you get to, just to see if you get anything else. And I'll count this as the same
now,
action.
in terms of attacking, I've got body of 2.
I'm going to count this
I've
as
got
part
2
of the
of the
mind
staff.
roll.
Oh,
So-
the mind roll. Oh, okay, part of the mind roll.
So
Okay.
if you, the roll you've just done, which got you 3 successes, but add the extra d6s for your abilities.
So I'm going to add for the abilities. That means I think I get 3 because it's 2 for the staff and 1 for the
Yeah, go for it.
the using the extra grit.
Yeah.
So that is an extra 1. Dull. Oh, never mind.
Hey, still 4 successes. So
Yeah. Oh, sorry, there was a 4 in there. If the boon counts, that would be 2.
well, okay, 2 successes, cool, 5 successes, perfect. You will disable one, but a couple of things come to your mind as you do so, and as you use your abilities to do that.
I'm expecting Kabushi Maru.
The first thing that comes to your mind is one, you've seen the crystal that they're powered by, so one, you know to disable the crystal, makes sense.
Yep.
The crystal, as you do disable it, and as you're as you use your sphere to get to it and get to its chest, you see that the crystal is cracked. You also notice that the undulating you noticed in the candles earlier appears to be happening to this crystal. You think these crystals have been corrupted in some way, and it is causing it to act of its own volition as opposed to being pre-programmed as it was. That is your action, or that is your turn through the combat. You've disabled one completely, so great. But I still have 2 people that have not
Spent
acted
all my
yet.
grit in the process.
Hey, it's worth it. You disabled one completely. There are 2 more. I've got just 1 person that hasn't. No, 2 people that haven't acted yet.
Okay, have you done?
1 person.
Ram, have you got?
Well, yeah, I went first.
Oh yeah, you did. I guess Gulan will be like, it's my turn. And Gulan will go with his dagger.
Go for it.
To the one that's coming closest. I
Yeah,
guess.
sure, yeah.
And I also get the Veil class perk of knife in the dark.
Nice.
So an enemy who has not yet acted.
Yeah, hasn't acted. Yep, valid.
Good.
So I rolled 4 dice and I get 3 5s and a 6.
Oh,
which is the best roll that I've done.
Amazing.
All night.
Okay.
So that's
Fair.
did that.
I think we've got this covered, guys.
God damn it. So it's the dagger you're fighting with, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Just trying to see what the step up
3
for the
damage?
dagger is. Yeah, I think it's about 3, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1, 1,
3
2, 2,
slashing
3.
damage.
Great, 3 wounds. That eats into its defense initially.
Did you do the +3 wounds for the
No, I did not.
knife in the dark?
Great, yeah.
More stabs, more stabs.
Yeah, you do a hefty chunk to this as your blade swishes into it. It's still up, but that is all of your turns over. My go. With my 2 boys on the
I
field.
forgot something. I forgot something.
What's your...
In my attack, I rolled more than 5. Sorry, I rolled more than 4 successes, didn't
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
One of my... I have Ancestral Fury,
Okay.
which means that once per scene, I can unleash a Roar of Dominance,
Okay.
and enemies within 5 squares are frightened, and allies within the area gain a boon on the next attack.
Okay. Noted. I'll
Wow,
say
I
the
feel so
word.
energized.
If you allow that, I can leave it for later if you think if I've left it too late.
No, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. Cool. Yeah. So cannot move towards or target the source of the fear while the source is visible. Attacks against this enemy gains a boon. Bane, even. Cool. All right. Luckily for me, they're not targeting you. Based on some rolls earlier, they're targeting somebody that rolled a 1. So I will spend. I will spend my action points to first attack Gulan with one of them. So it will do 1 light damage, which should eat into your defense automatically. So your defense gets down to a 4, I believe. You also now have the burning condition.
Excuse me.
Oh, go on then. Yeah.
Excuse me. I would like to use my my burglar
Sure.
subclass.
Go for
perk
it,
of
please.
Uncanny dodge.
Nice.
Once per scene, reduce incoming damage by half, and it's your decision, Luke, on what that half looks like.
Negates
So
the
half
damage.
of 1 might be 1. But I just
mean-
wanted to do a thing that I can do.
Fair. Because I think this is the only damage I'm going to get to do, I'm going to say you take 1 damage.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's fair.
I will, however, negate the secondary effect, which is that you gain the burning condition. So you dodge the burning condition as this flaming sword comes down on you. You get a little bit of a graze on your leather armor as opposed to actually on you. So it just reduces your defense anyway. But yeah, you negate the burning condition. It's
You're
then
very gracious, thank you.
gonna go for. Can't go for you. Go for Olive. The second one is going to attack you. I will spend my points to hit. You take 1 light damage or fire damage, and you now have burning. So for you, at the start of your turn, you'll take 1 more fire damage, Your physical damage is reduced by half, but you can spend an action point to douse yourself in to douse the flames on yourself. So on your turn, you're able to douse yourself in flames. But that's their go. As overpowered as they are, it comes back round to the rest of you. So there's one completely not hurt, one whose defense is slightly broken. They've got that back now, halved. You get your 3 action points back. You also get half your defense slots back if you've taken any. So I think only one's been reduced, so we'll say that's fine. But yeah, there are 2 there. Who wants to go? Go for it, Ram.
Can I go?
Yeah, of course you can.
Cool. I'm going to spend 4 grit to activate momentum chain.
Nice.
But I need to hit.
Okay.
So I hope I will. I dropped. Oh, that was scary. I got a success. Just
Okay.
one.
Yeah, sure.
But I do hit.
Sure. What is your damage?
So that's 2 damage.
Sure. Are you going for the one that...
I'm only doing a...
Go.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
The damage one, yeah, sure. 2 damage. Okay. Okay.
And then because I have momentum chain, if I land an attack against an enemy,
yeah,
I may instantly move towards a different target within my movement range and attack them.
Great,
so
go for it.
Swing for the other one.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh, that's 2 successes.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So that's 3 damage.
Okay, eats into its defense.
When the wording of something says when making an attack, would you say that I need to do that before the actual attack, or can I do it after?
I'll let you do it after.
I would probably say, oh, what a gracious dear.
I know.
In that case, I'm going to spend 2 more grit to do Sundering Blow.
Yeah.
So that second attack, it needs to use double the defense slots to reduce the damage.
Oh crap. Okay. Sure. Okay. Cool. I don't think it physically can, so it will just take the full damage, I'll say, and that breaks its defense completely. Great. Cool. All right. You've got one that's pretty hurt, one that is a little bit hurt. Who wants to go next?
I have a slightly insane stack of abilities to attempt to show off.
Please do. Go for
I
it.
picked them specifically, and I think they're cool, so I want to try and see if we can get this to work.
Yeah,
so,
go for it.
With unstoppable motion, I can spend 3 grit so that until my next turn, my movement doesn't provoke follow-up attacks, and I gain +1 speed.
Interesting. Okay.
If I move at least 4 squares, my next weapon attack is escalated by 1 tier.
Okay.
And then, from Flow State, which is a martial exploit, once per encounter, if I move at least 7 squares during my turn, which is now my movement speed, my next action costs -1 action point. And then, from Perfect Rhythm, as a quick action, which I believe is 0 action points the first time you use it in a turn, I can split my movement. So I can move, attack, finish moving at the expense of no action points, effectively. So, I will effectively be this blur of movement everywhere, and I will move 4 squares to, I guess, probably the furthest away one, and attempt to attack that one.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it even more insane? Do I get both hand axes every time as well?
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay. I think that's how it works.
No, it is, yeah, it is.
It's showing off what we can do with this game. It's good.
That was my intention.
By
I like to
Drakonym,
pick
everyone.
things that are different. Yeah.
Ruin my day. No, go for it.
So that's 4 on the first attack. That is 2 successes. So that is 2 wounds, but it's escalated by 1 tier because I moved 4 squares.
Sure. Okay.
So that has taken me down to 2 action points. Oh, and I can attack again with the other hand axe, which doesn't hit. So there you go. No successes on that. And then I will move 3 squares to another one, which takes me down an action point for movement. And I will attack that one with both hand axes. The first attack misses. Second attack is a 1, so that is 1 wound. All this cool stuff, and I roll like this.
Hey, still damage. One is looking severely hurt, like it's clinging to its life, and the other one is looking okay. To be fair.
And then I believe I can then attack again because of the -1 action point thing.
Oh yeah, okay,
So
sure.
I'll attack it once more.
Which one are you going for?
That is, this is the one I'm at still, so the one I just hit for 1 wound.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So that's another 2 wounds, and then another 2, so 4 wounds in total on that one.
Sure, the one that was looking okay is looking pretty beat up. Yeah?
Just see Luke adding more wound counters.
I mean,
Luke's pen
somehow
is
I
becoming
feel
a
Olive's
knob,
in
like,
danger.
No. Sure.
Can I go, please?
Of course you can.
So this, I don't know if I can. Actually, I don't know if I can, but I would like to try. So because I have wings, I have a flight speed that's equal to my speed.
Yeah.
So I would like to try and fly. I don't really mind which one because I don't know.
It's pretty
honestly,
negligible at this point, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah.
The one on the left.
Sure. Yeah.
And I would like to try and use Quick Fingers, which is my burglar subclass perk, to try and steal the gem that's powering this, because I really love those gems.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I can use my action points to steal, hopefully.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
before we started recording, viewers, I said that Luke looked hot and he gave me a hero point. So I would like to cash that in, please. And give myself a boon.
Seems fair to me.
So do I roll shadow for
Yeah, you do.
Stealing?
Yeah, you do.
Great. Great. So that is 2 6s and a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I get the boon. So I don't know what that is.
Did you roll a 4 in any of those other
Right, no.
rolls?
No.
No,
No, so never
doesn't
mind.
matter. Yeah. Tell me what it looks like as you kill this as you steal this crystal, and absolutely, it will shut down basically.
Great. Well, yeah, I'm fully focused on the shiny golden crystal.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Gulan is almost shocked that it worked, and also delighted to have a new shiny thing. And then, in feeling energized, Gulan gets a free attack after doing this.
Great.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I could just attack the same one if you like. I don't really mind.
No, attack the other one. It doesn't make sense to attack the one that's had its energies upped from it and is out
Well,
of commission anyway. So yeah, go for it.
Stay down. And then, yeah, I guess just feeling very, very excited, I will and I don't know. I've clearly never used a dagger before. Just sort of to the other one. So that is a 5 and a 6.
Okay.
And then no, that's it. Just a 5 and a 6.
Okay. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Gulan is just living his best life and will, maybe as his dagger moves, chips fall from his pockets in a sort of confetti cannon.
Yeah.
There's glitter from the dance floor. There's, just caca. I know that's not how seagulls sound, but
Hey,
how Gulan sounds.
can in this world, this construct starts to slip on the glitter that has spilled out on the floor, I guess. As you stab down into where the crystal is, it shatters this one. You still have one yourself, and this construct powers down. Everyone in the classroom is just looking in awe at you all as you've just taken down 4 constructs technically, with barely any sweat really. One person's had their armor very minorly damaged. As they power
When
down.
the bad guys arrive.
You're not invited back. No. The teacher rushes over and starts to look over them, particularly the crystals that are now shattered anyway. He's trying to.
There's something wrong with those crystals.
Yes, I've got that. As they're trying to piece them back together and look, and then they spend some time looking over the other crystals. For you all, you finish your final class. You get a pretty good grade for the day. You go and find your dorms. You relax for the evening. You go to bed, having successfully completed your first. You can relax. Yeah.
There's a mystery to be solved.
You can relax. Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
That's for another time.
Yeah, you all go to sleep, having bonded with your dragon. Them probably resting very close to you because they're allowed in the dorms. I can't see what the issue with that would be. You settle in, and silence falls across the academy. The dragons start shifting in their sleep. But then you will get woken up quite suddenly as your dragons immediately spring up. Their heads lift, their wings tense. You sense a low rumble somewhere in the academy. Sounds like it's above almost, as a shadow passes across the moon. Large, distant. Who knows what that is? Elsewhere in the academy that you can't see, a number of constructs, supposedly secured, start powering on one by one. No one seems to have done that. Their cores are flickering and undulating. They begin to get up. And that's the end of our one shot.
You monster! But we have to come back for part 2.
Nah, you're not allowed. That brings us to the end of tonight's adventure. Bard Shots to plays Drakonym. Thank you, all of you, my lovely players, for destroying my constructs so quickly and easily, and going on this high-flying adventure with us. If you would like to check out more of what these wonderful people do, now's the time. So why don't we go round the room? Amy, I'll start with you. Anything you want to plug, or where people can find you on social media?
So you can find me on Instagram at DocEmily. I post intermittently about mainly D&D things, lots of pictures of my cats, and other TTRPG news.
Amazing. Jake?
You can find me on Instagram and, God forbid, now TikTok, at Jakes_juice_box. I just post random shit, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just posting for the hell of it, but it's mostly TTRPG adjacent, hence why I'm here. That, and I'm addicted and I need help. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I can't get rid of him, guys.
You're in good company there.
Oscar, where can people find you?
So I'm Googleable, just Oscar Clark Games. I'm quite well known in the games industry for, well, if you're a maker of games, you might well know of me. But in my my fun times, I run an actual play called Anything Could Happen show, where we do sci-fi improvised dilemmas where scary things can happen.
Amazing. Imogen?
Oh yes. So you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Lich Please. And yeah, I haven't actually posted for weeks. So I don't know. Maybe I will. I will after this. You've given me a new enthusiasm for talking to my friends. So that's
welcome.
yeah. Come for that. And you should definitely also check out Gals and Pals, who are doing amazing things in the TTRPG space for women and femme presenting people. And you can sometimes find me playing over there, and I don't know, just hanging around. They really can't get rid of me.
Great. And then last but not by no means least, Anna.
Hello, you can find me as at Hullabaloo. That's HUAABAILU, not the normal spelling. I do TTRPG accessories and things over on Instagram. If you use the code 10BardShots, you can get 10% off, and you'll make Luke a happy guy.
You will.
So why not do that? I also recently started at Long Rest Marketing, doing marketing and social media management for TTRPG and nerdy brands. So if you hate posting on Instagram, get me to do it.
Highly recommend. Someone that hates posting on Instagram.
Not endorsed by Bard Shots, but kinda.
Absolutely endorsed by Bard Shots. Great, yeah. And you've shouted yourself out as a sponsor of the show, so great. All those codes will be in the chat at some point when Luke posts them. I'm sure I'm speaking to future Luke right now. But thank you to everyone that watched along with us. Your support means the absolute world to us. Follow and subscribe. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, and keep up with everything we're doing over on social media that Anna is posting for us, all at Nomadic Bard 93. Join us later this month as we play some other fantastic claims, including Godkiller, Vampire the Masquerade, and Orbital Blue. We've got a busy month this month, but keep an eye on our socials where we'll be dropping dates and casting announcements very, very soon. But until then, I've been Luke, your Nomadic Bard. This has been Bard Shots, and good night, everybody.
Bye.